Thank you for joining us. The Defense Headquarters says no fewer than 43 terrorists have been neutralized and 115 others arrested by troops in different operations in the last 1 week. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, disclosed this in a statement on Friday in Abuja. Buba said the military remained focused in its campaign against the insurgents and operations against other criminals across the country. According to him, troops are hunting terrorists in their hiding places and conducting targeted offensives to destroy them. Buba added that troops also apprehended 17 perpetrators of oil theft and rescued 39 kidnapped hostages in South region. He said the troops denied theft of crude oil estimated at 159.6 million naira and recovered weapons and other items during the period. Buba noted that troops destroyed 20 dug-out pits, 29 boats, 31 storage tanks, 1 tricycle, and 3 vehicles in the 1+ week period. 3 persons abducted along the Obiri-Ikwere Port Harcourt Airport Road by suspected armed herdsmen have regained their freedom. The Rivers State Police Command confirmed their release in a statement by the Public Relations Officer, the PPRO Grace Irenge Koko. In the statement, the PPRO said that the State Commissioner of Police, CP Olatunji Disu, had during a meeting with the area commanders, the DPOs and tactical team commanders in the area instructed that the adequate security measures be taken to ensure the release of the victims. According to Irenge Koko, the pressure and massive deployment of police presence led to the release of the victims who have already reunited with their family members on Friday. Gunmen suspected to be herdsmen had kidnapped about 8 persons around the Port Harcourt International Airport roundabout Omuagwa on 2nd January 2024. The police command in Taraba State has confirmed the abduction of 10 people at Wuromusa village in Yoro local government area of Taraba State. The area, located close to Jalingo Metropolis, was stormed by bandits early Friday morning. The police public relation officer of Taraba Command, SP Usman Abdullahi, while confirming the incident, said the victims were abducted at gunpoint by the bandits. However, residents of the village said the number of those abducted were more than 20, adding that the bandits also carted away foodstuffs and other items worth hundreds of thousands of naira. SP Abdullahi said the police are on the trail of the bandits and urge anyone with relevant information to assist the police in their rescue efforts. The Wuro Musa incident came a few weeks after the bandits raided Popule, Dila, Kunini, and Gongon Maliki towns, where several people, including a second-class chief, his wife, and his son, were abducted. The Yobe State Police Command has confirmed the killing of a 42-year-old woman identified as Ammi Adamu Mamman by yet-to-be-identified persons. The woman was found dead with a deep cut on her neck at her residence at Bra Bra Housing Estate in Damaturu, the Yobe State capital. The command's public relations officer, DSP Dungus Abdul Karim, said in a statement on Friday that the state's Criminal Investigation Department had commenced investigation to fish out the culprits. According to the statement, the woman's husband, Abubakar Musa, 43, of New Bra Bra Housing Estate Bypass, Maiduguri Road in Damaturu, was sleeping on the same bed beside her when the incident happened. The statement added that the husband was arrested for further interrogation. The CEO of Madam Success Hotel and Bar, who doubles as a woman leader in the Agwandodo area of Gwagwalada, Success Nwanko, was on Friday arrested with 2 stolen children. The situation, which has led to the demolition of 2 of her hotels in the community by aggrieved mobs, has left residents in shock. Isa Ismaila reports.
Situated in Angwandudu community, the hotel has allegedly been used as a camp for child trafficking. An eyewitness in the community, Usman Dodo, said for a long time the community has witnessed a series of child thefts. Dodo added that Success Nwako's cover was blown on Thursday when she was caught with two stolen children from the same community where she runs her business activities while she was en route to Zuba.
Period of time I've missed children in this community, almost 22 children within 1 month. So we have been praying to Almighty Allah, we should produce who is this to lead the script. So eventually, yesterday, we had an information that there's two child that lost yesterday evening. So in the process, this woman that I call Madam Success, that she's the one that carried the children by herself, not even agent. So she entered a car from here to Zuba. So there's one vigilante man inside the vehicle that comes from the east side. So in the process, those children that were crying, there were 4, but 2 that were crying. By observing the woman now, so the woman is an Igbo woman, then those children, they are Hausa children. So the spirit vigilante man was thinking how far that this woman, she's an Igbo, and she carried this Hausa children almost at their crying. So he now make a communication to their office at the Green Vigilante office. Nobody picked the call. So it was later they now returned the call. He now explained to them, and the vehicle, the driver didn't want to stop because they don't know what is going on. They now highlighted that let him leave the vehicle to move. Anytime, wherever you reach, whether it's a checking point of police, let it raise alarm there.
The district head added that they've held several meetings with the suspect as one of the women leaders in the area on how to find lasting solutions to the menace.
We advise the community how to catch those people. We don't know that she will do all this to people. I wonder I see and she says, now you should say, why? She cannot say it. So from there, if I come back, my father, the Abuma brother, tell me to tell you the police at the issue at Zuba. They should advise this case to Babura division. Right now, that woman she did with the 2 child she's doing.
Abaku, while hoping that she would confess and name all her accomplices in the area, called for a thorough investigation into the matter.
I'm so happy what's happened today in this community. God don't finish one of them. And from now, so this woman, we are going to tell her, anybody where she will say, the hand inside this thing, let her fish the person to us. Even on my person, she tell me, say, so person, chief, you know about this thing, this community, I will now hand over to security agency to take care of the person.
Prit has since been moved to Gwagwalada Police Division from Zuba, where she was initially arrested for further investigation. Isa Ismaila, Trust TV News, Abuja.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked the nation's security chiefs to secure that there is a conclusive victory against the myriad of security threats confronting the country. Addressing security chiefs and heads of intelligence agencies at a presidential security briefing at the State House in Abuja on Friday, President Tinubu said while good progress is being made with the elimination of some security threats across multiple theaters, success will ultimately be defined by a final conclusion to the multidimensional menace. The president emphasized that the armed forces must deliver on his objective to ensure the nation achieves a sustainable production of 2 million barrels of crude oil per day, including condensates, within the first quarter of 2024. The president also commended the commander of the Presidential Air Fleet, the commander of the Brigade of Guards, and his chief personnel security officer for their dedication and commitment in the discharge of their assignments, which he noted has earned them promotion.
Nigeria called oaths to serve. The servants of the country and not the masters of the country, as you've seen. And your teamship as leaders in our various categories is reflecting in various assignments and responsibility. And I hope that Nigeria will continue to recognize your service to the motherland. I congratulate you once again. May God bless you and give you strength.
Away from security, a cross-section of Nigerians continues to voice concerns about the worsening economic conditions resulting from the removal of the fuel subsidy and the continuous depreciation of the naira against the US dollar. Residents in Bauchi State shared these concerns as part of their New Year resolutions and expectations for the year 2024. Trust TV's Adamu Imam captures their views in this report.
As Nigerians usher in the new year, they did so with a renewed determination for progress, underscoring the need for positive change through effective leadership, societal reorientation, and inclusive management of national resources.
Expect so many things to happen in this country, especially on the part of the governors. We expect to see reductions in the cost of governance because there is this issue of removal of fuel subsidy, which has affected the life of people.
Bring out programs that would help alleviate or help reduce the suffering people are passing through, because times are tough. So there should be something to cushion the effect of this removal of subsidy so that people would see the value for money they have. Otherwise, money now, salary cannot buy you basic, even food cannot be enough, will not even be enough.
Some express hopes for the opportunity to positively impact the life of vulnerable groups in society in 2024.
A better year and also inclusion in women, to be part of the decision making in Nigeria. And personally, I hope to do more because my key concern are youth and women. I want to see what I can do, to contribute my own quota as a Nigerian to see Nigeria women are getting involved, and at the same time they are financially independent, inshallah.
That I'll be able to touch lives, most especially with this current economy we have found ourselves in. It's so hard for people to, navigate through life like before. So if at all there's anything I would like to do this year is to see how I can touch the lives of the less privileged.
However, there is a growing sense that many more Nigerians are losing hope, especially because of the current economic climate. Despite these sentiments, especially among average Nigerians, there is a collective hope that the new year will usher in prosperity for all. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
The end is yet to be seen in the alleged financial corruption scandal rocking the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, as a document emerged that the minister, Betta Edu, allegedly disbursed the sum of 585,198,500 naira into a personal account of a project accountant. According to a viral document signed by Edu and directed to the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, the minister instructed the disbursement of 585,198,500 naira to one Onielu Bridget. The document also showed that the payments of the 585.198 million grant meant for vulnerable groups in Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Ogun and Lagos states was made into Onielu's account. However, reacting to the development, the Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to the Minister, Rashid Olarewaju Zubair, said the payment for the vulnerable group followed due process. He stated that the payment of the grant to the account of an individual, Onielu Bridget, was because the fellow currently serves as the project accountant of grants for vulnerable groups. You're watching News Update on Trust TV. Coming up, despite large-scale telecommunications reach, Nigeria ranks low in digital skills. This and more after the break. Stay with us.
The Fulani ethnic group is a semi-nomadic group of mainly pastoralists found in West and Central Africa. In Nigeria, the Fulani are mostly found in the northern part of the country. Due to their nomadic lifestyle, they are hardly ever settled in one location as they move across borders in search of pasture.
The dam here is where the herders will usually stop by for some water for their cattle. But due to population growth and development, there are houses now built on this cattle route.
With clashes often turning violent, negative stereotypes about the Fulani ethnic group were reinforced.
Is there one category of people that we blame for Boko Haram? Do we blame Muslims?
The infamous narrative of killer herdsmen reclouds the full picture of the authentic identity of the Fulani people. This is a story of a people with rich culture, fascinating traditional beliefs, and immense economic potential.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is News Update on Trust TV. Here's a recap of our top stories. Troops neutralizes 43 terrorists and arrest 115. And abducted Rivers travelers and Assemblies of God pastor regain freedom. Moving on to more stories, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has approved only 3 airlines for the airlift of intending pilgrims for the 2024 Hajj exercise. The approved airlines are Air Peace, Max Air, and Flynas. A statement by the Commission's Assistant Director of Public Affairs, Farima Sanda-Usara, on Friday said the government also approved Cargo Zeal Technologies Limited, NACO Avians, and Kuala Investment Limited as the 3 air cargo companies that will air freight pilgrims' excess luggage. She stated that the approval reinforces the government's commitment to ensuring a seamless and secure pilgrimage experience for Nigerian intending pilgrims. The statement added that the federal government concurrently approved Air Peace to transport intending pilgrims from Abia, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Ekiti, Enugu, FCT, Imo, Kwara, Ondo, and Rivers states. She stated that the allocation of pilgrims to the airlines was in line with the subsistent bilateral air service agreement between Nigeria and Saudi Arabia on airlift of pilgrims under government quota. She added that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Maitama Tugar, is set to lead a delegation from NACO to partake in the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, for the 2024 Hajj pilgrimage on 7th January 2024. In the same vein, the Nigeria Christian Pilgrim Commission, NCPC, has announced that the 2023 and 2024 main pilgrimage exercise to Rome and Greece will commence at the end of January. The NCPC also formally released the cost and breakdown of the pilgrimage package in the later dated 28 December 2023 and addressed to the chairmen and secretaries of all states' Christian Pilgrims Welfare Boards. In the later signed by the Director of Operation Abu Okpanachi for the Executive Secretary of NCPC, Reverend Yakubu Pam, the Commission explained that the cost of the 2023 and 2024 main pilgrimage exercise to Rome and Greece is 3 million naira only per pilgrim. It's noted that the amount covers return flight, hotel accommodation, 3-course meal per day, and tours of holy sites in both Rome and Greece in executive luxurious buses for 6 nights and 7 days. The Commission stressed that the cost is exclusive of pilgrims' traveling allowances. It urged states that had previously paid for Israel and Jordan to make up the difference to enable them participate in the pilgrimage exercise to Rome and Greece. In a nation projected to be computerized by 2020, recent indicators suggest that a significant portion of Nigerians lag behind in computer literacy 7 years past the targeted date. Given the insufficient infrastructure to facilitate the transition to the digital realm, residents in Benue are calling on the government to bolster efforts in the ICT sector for national development. Jimmy and Sunday reports.
Nigeria is currently ranked 109 in the world and 11th in Africa in terms of using technology, according to the Network Readiness Index. The giant of Africa is obviously lagging behind in areas that really matter. Residents in Makurdi are emphasizing the pivotal role of schools in laying the foundation for a computer literate society. They contend that the learning environment itself lacks the necessary training to cater to the broader society.
Someone to attain to have digital skills, the person should be able to use computers to carry out certain functions or duties to achieve certain goals. By doing that, the person is said to have digital skills. For instance, the person is able to operate the ATM machines, is able to send emails, navigate around the web, use of smartphones and smart devices. There's already a digital transformation, given that a population of Nigerians under 30 years accounts for about 70% of the population. And these populations are tech savvy. They have a lot of they're able to use the digital they have the digital skills as they are able to go about carrying out certain activities and functions online, and the use of computers, the use of the internet and all that.
Who, especially the teachers, are not prepared for that. If you go to many of our schools, we do not even have computer laboratories. First, we have to start from there and then train our teachers to accommodate these new digital innovations. The public schools are very, very far behind, and it's going to take us at least 10 to 15 years to start thinking about going digital.
Some have argued that in villages, where a substantial portion of the population resides, there are limited or no facilities for acquiring essential digital skills.
Most of the people in the villages do not have access to power supply, not even this power generation set. They cannot boast of one. If you cannot boast of a power generation set, how can you begin to think of a computer? If the government wants to be realistic in this, the government should first of all make adequate power supply, provide adequate power supply to the villages, and at the same time provide computers for these people, for the pupils in these schools, for them to be able to be accustomed or used to that system before implementation takes effect.
They point out that while there is increased use of social media applications in Nigeria, many, including workers, are yet to transition from analog to digital skills in both private and public businesses. Despite Nigerians' 82% mobile network subscribers, ICT experts emphasize that there is considerable room for both the government and the public to contribute to the promotion of digital skills among Nigerians for sustainable development and job creation. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
In business, the Nigeria Customs Service Ogun State Area 2 Command on Friday released a bullion van arrested at the Olorunda area in April 2022 for its involvement in the smuggling of foreign rice across the border communities of the state. The area controller of the command, BC Alade, during a press briefing in his office in the state capital, said the bullion van, which was conveying 24.4 million naira cash belonging to a first-generation bank, had 12 bags of foreign rice concealed in it. According to him, 3 suspects have been arrested, detained, and granted administrative bail and subsequently charged to court for aiding smuggling. He added that based on the investigation and recommendations, the CDC granted an approval for the release of the detained van and the money in line with the provision of Section 24, 8, 1 and 2 of the Nigerian Customs Service Act 2023. Away from Nigeria, rescuers and residents sifted through rubble on Saturday as focus turned to recovering bodies and cleaning up rather than finding survivors 5 days after a huge earthquake struck central Japan, killing at least 110 people. The death toll from the New Year's Day 7.5 magnitude quake in the Ishikawa region of Japan's main Honshu Island was certain to rise, with 210 people still unaccounted for, authorities said. The work of thousands of rescue workers has been hampered by bad weather as snow was forecast for Sunday, with roads torn apart by gaping cracks and blocked by an estimated 1,000 landslides. 2 elderly women were pulled from the wreckage of their homes on Thursday in the badly hit city of Wajima on the Noto Peninsula. Houses containing any fatalities that are discovered are being marked and left alone until a coroner can come with relatives to identify the body. In the port city, fishing boats were sunk and lifted like toys onto the shore by tsunami waves that also reportedly swept one person away. The coastal community of Shiromaru, which was hit by a tsunami several meters high on January 1st, was a tangled mess of wooden, metal, and plastic debris. And with that, we wrap up News Update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube live stream for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.